All right, sorry about that. Apparently my makeshift camera stand didn't like the erasing. All right, so erase the horizon lines that are inside the building. Okay, so here's building 1, all right? Now what you're gonna wanna do is add, add another building. So I'm gonna come over here, same thing. I'm gonna add I'm gonna add another line that's perpendicular to the edge of my paper down here. And I'm going to line up the right side of my building with the right vanishing point. And really make sure you're lining up with the vanishing point, because that's when you'll start to see things not look quite right when they haven't lined up. Yesterday or the other day when you guys handed in the 1-point perspective, I could tell if you kind of moved a little bit from the vanishing point. Left side of the building lines up with the left vanishing point. Draw your parallel to end the building. And erase. I'm not going to erase so that the camera doesn't fall again. But you can see here how you can add buildings. You can even add buildings that go behind another. So if I wanted to add a building that looked like it was a little bit behind this one, I would draw a vertical line. Okay. Notice I stop at what is the roof of this building. So I stop, I don't go all the way through, and then same thing, I'm going to line up the top of the building, go to the right, and I can choose to stop a little bit past this building, and then I can go over here to the left and line up the left side of the vanishing point. Okay, and then I'm going to finish that side. Now here, I've extended the line. If I draw this straight line, it's going to come out farther than the front building. So I need to draw the bottom of this one. And I'm going to decide it's going to go right there. Okay. You guys might need to watch this a couple of times or watch the slideshow a couple of times to kind of get the hang of it. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Next, you need to add some windows or doors. And same thing. So here's the thing. Any window or door on the right side of the building on this plane matches the right vanishing point. Any window or building on the left side of the building, I'm sorry, did I say that? Any window or door on the left side of the building lines up with the left vanishing point. Okay, and here's what I mean. So if I wanted to draw a door right here, this time I'm going to decide, okay, that's where I want how tall I want my door to be and how close to the edge I want it to be. Now, so I have the left side of it. Now I want to draw the top of it. So I'm going to line it up because it's on the right side of the building. I'm going to line it up with the right vanishing point. So I draw the top. Okay, that's how long I want it to be. And then I draw a parallel to end it. All right. If I were going to do one here, same thing. I would draw the edge parallel line, however tall I want it to be. It's on the left side of the building, so I'm going to line it up with the left vanishing point. Okay, and then I'm going to draw. All right. Now, anything that crosses the horizon goes up above the sky. If I'm going to put a sidewalk into my scene here, it has to end at the horizon line because the sidewalk never leaves the ground or the road, whatever you want to call this. So I could put a nice little sidewalk in just to kind of capture that. Okay, so once you've progressed a little bit and you've overlapped some buildings, you've got some sidewalk or road in, you started adding some details, I'm going to show you, for those of you that are like, I'm up for the challenge, an extra challenge. Okay, this is tricky. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to add kind of like a open area here. So I'm going to come here, and now this is going to be an extra challenge. So if you're up for it, awesome. If not, if this is going to make you cry, don't don't do it. Okay, so I'm adding what I'm going to call, like, I don't know, it's too big to be a door, but so I've got this space right here, just like we just did. I lined everything. I lined the top up with the right vanishing point. Now I want to make this look like I can walk through it. So here's what I'm going to do. In order to do that, down here at this point, I'm actually going to line up with the left. So I'm going to line up with the opposite vanishing point, and I'm going to come in like that. And then I'm going to draw the parallel. And then I'm going to draw the back. Okay, now it looks like I'm walking into a box. I know that's super duper tricky. So if you want to try to challenge yourself over the next 3 days, go ahead, try it. If that totally like blows your mind, I get it. Don't worry about it, okay? All right, so after you have after you've drawn your buildings however you would like, and you've got some overlap, then you want to make this an interesting piece. So go back in with your pencil, and that's where I want you to add details. Like, I added a little plant, I added some shading, I made some of these areas look like grass, I made some of the areas look like glass or brick, and like there's moss on them. So go back in and add some character to your piece. Make it look like your imaginary city, okay? I don't care if you put like graffiti on the sides of the buildings or billboards, or I would stay away from people. Like, you could put people in the windows, but I wouldn't necessarily put people walking, because that's a whole nother lesson on perspective that we're not going to get into today. I'd also stay away from cars, because the same thing, that's just going to throw you off perspective wise. But if you wanted to add like a bicycle, or if you want to use your imagination. I'm also going to post a couple other YouTube videos of other people doing this, in case what I did threw you off. All right, try your best. Remember to live chat me at 11 if you need help, or email me anytime during the day.